करीबन 50 साल तक ज़िंदा दिलाने हैदराबाद के मारूफ रुकन रह चुके मज़ाहिया शायर, आर्किटेक्ट और आर्टिस्ट जनाब तालिब खुंदमीरी मरहूम की दुख्तर आफरीन खुंदमीरी, जो इस वक्त यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑफ अमेरिका में मुकीम हैं, शहर हैदराबाद के क़याम के दौरान स्कूल की यादों को ताज़ा करने डॉन हाई स्कूल मलकपेट हैदराबाद पहुँची, जहाँ तलबा और तालिबात ने उनका वालिहाना इस्तकबाल किया। उन्होंने इस मौके पर डॉन हाई स्कूल की अपनी यादों को ताज़ा करते हुए बताया कि वो चेयरमैन जनाब फजलुर रहमान खुर्रम और अपने असातिज़ा की वजह से दुनिया में बेहतरीन मुकाम बना सकीं, और उन्होंने तलबा और तालिबात को मशवरा दिया कि वो अनथक कोशिशों के ज़रिए बेहतर से बेहतर मुकाम हासिल करने में किसी से पीछे न रहें। इस मौके पर स्कूल स्टूडेंट्स के साथ एक इंटरेक्टिव सेशन भी रखा गया। आइए फर्स्ट लाइट टीवी के नाजरीन के लिए पेश है खुसूसी रिपोर्ट। नाजरीन, अगर आपने अभी तक फर्स्ट लाइट टीवी को सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया है तो फ़ौरन ही सब्सक्राइब कर लें ताकि ताज़ा अपडेट्स आपको मिलती रहें, और जिन्होंने सब्सक्राइब किया है उनसे हमारी गुजारिश है कि इस चैनल को और ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों तक पहुंचाने के लिए, ताज़ा मालूमात के लिए लाइक और शेयर करना न भूलें। आइए देखते हैं फर्स्ट लाइट टीवी पर आफरीन खुंदमीरी की इस डॉन हाई स्कूल की विज़िट की खुसूसी झलकियाँ।
Now what I do is I graduated from finance. I chose art subject because he taught me how to read and write. I struggled and I said, I'm not going to get easy subject. Art, yes, that's my passion. Passion doesn't need, when you have passion, you don't need classes. You will follow your heart. You will follow your passion without getting classes. I said, I have to prove myself. I need to prove the world that I can read, I can write. So I graduated finance, which
Dr. Ghulam Abbas very senior dermatologist.
Assalamualaikum. So honored to meet you, sir. So I graduated in finance with Hope Scholarship. There's a scholarship called Hope. Not many people get that scholarship, but somehow I guess my principal, my sir taught me to be determined. So that determination made me to get that scholarship. So I got Hope Scholarship. I didn't pay for my studies. Maybe probably $3,000, which is nothing. So I paid for that. And after that, the government paid for my books, my studies. After I graduated, I worked for KPMG. It's one of the big four companies of the United States. It's a consulting company. I worked there, and I worked for Pfizer and other companies. In 2019, when COVID hit, I lost my job. I got laid off because during COVID, the economy was getting really bad. But then I said, I have been painting. But I started painting when I lost my dad in 2011. While I was working, I started painting. So my beloved father, he was my hero. He was my mentor. He was my adoring supporter. He was my everything. He was a versatile man with many talents. He was an architect, poet, Urdu writer. He designed mosques around Asia, more than 500, I think. I don't even have a count. More than 500 without getting any profit. He did it for Lila. So when I lost him, I lost my hero. And I couldn't contact my other heroes, Mr. Puram sir and Mr. George Anthony. I was not in contact with them. I was so unfortunate for not keeping in a contact with them. But then when I lost him, I felt like I lost everything. And I was trying to find motivation, reason to do something to carry his legacy. So when I went back to US after his funeral, I was just searching for peace and meaning of life. I want to connect myself with my father again. I didn't know what to do. Then suddenly it hit me with tons of grief that I realized that he enjoyed helping people. What he used to do is he used to hire dropout students to help those parents Then he used to hire them. He used to train them at his office, and then give them private tuition and exams, and make them architects. I said he find peace in helping less fortunate. He find ways to connect with them. So I said I need to find ways to connect with my father, and this is how I can connect. I said he was so passionate about art, and I have always been painting. Why don't you bring that art back on canvas? And I painted, and I painted. First thing was mashallah, and I was so nervous to share that on social media. I told myself I found the way to connect with my father, but I don't know how I can carry his legacy. I need to do something. Will I be accepted? Like, I found the challenge, I found my passion, but how do I see if anyone will accept my art? So I said, there's nothing wrong to give it a try. So I shared my first art piece on social media, on Facebook in 2011, to see if I will get response back. And I said, I'm giving 100% proceed to the less fortunate through this art. 2 hours later, I got a text message from a Congo Muslim offering me more than I asked for. And that just felt like I got a way to connect with my dad and the way to carry his legacy. So that's how I started painting. And I gave 100% proceeds to help the less fortunate. I purchased medicines for a very, very needy family. And that made me so happy. And after that, I never turned back. I never stopped painting. So I've been running an organization. It's called Lillah Services. It's a nonprofit organization. We don't promise that we'll do 100% for everyone, but we say, Alhamdulillah, Inshallah, we are the Zaria. We'll try our best. If Allah chose us to be your Zaria, we'll be there for you. So I registered Lillah Services nonprofit organization in 2021 in Georgia. So it's an American-based nonprofit organization, and we do international help. We have supported many families, alhamdulillah. We have helped Kashmiris, we have helped Pakistanis during flood, we have helped Hyderabadis during flood in Babanagar. So whatever Allah could guide us and make us Zaria, we are trying to do our best. So this is how I'm carrying my father's legacy, and this is what I'm doing. And I just want to I shared my story because there is a moral to this. Can anyone tell me what's the moral of the story? The story that I shared with you all. Yes. Obstacles will never stop. Hurdles will come in your way, but don't stop. Even if you fall, it doesn't mean that you cannot wait. You cannot stand on your feet. You can stand on your feet. We need that. Failure is not a period. You cannot stop when you fail something. It's a stepping stone. You stand up with your head up, and then you face the challenges. So never give up.
So one girl, whoever wants to come.
Come on, get up.
I know.
Show your talent.
Confident.
Very good.
Very.
Good afternoon, everyone. Myself Shamsunisa, and I'm from class 6. By that talk, I understand that in life we should not give up. We should try and try. After our tries, we get a big stand for us. Like she tried her painting talent. She tried her best, and she is now here. Like she told, she had stage fear. By her teacher, she gets this stand. And I wish to say everybody to don't give up and try your best. Thank you.
Anyone else wants to come? Come without taking any permission. Just come and one more. One more. Be ready. From 10th class,
Good morning, good afternoon everyone. My name is Ravya Banu. And first of all, I want to tell very thank you ma'am. We have get very motivated by your speech. So, you have told your story about your life, how you have been, how you escaped in our school, and how you was having the stage fear of you was having the stage fear, and you have get motivated by your teacher and by the Puram sir. And I want to tell that all the students of Dawn High School get motivated by the Khurram sir, and I have get motivated by Khurram sir. And when sir was there, Khaja Muhammad Ahmed, so I have get very motivated by, and I get motivated with you also. You have told your whole story, so I get very motivated by listening your story, and I have think like that. In our life, we should try our best. We should not we should not think like that. Now we should give up. So I like the thing the most that you told that you have not give up. So I like that things, and in our life we should not give up. So I wanted to thank you so much. And one more thing that was that we should follow our passion. So I was agree with that thing, because whatever the things we like if we want to sing, so if we are better in singing, so we can try our best, and we don't need the classes to do that. So I agree with that thing, and inshallah all the